Day 4 MPL Season 8 at WAYANAD Cricket Stadium will be held between Elan's Rondak Royals versus Soul Power from Legends. In shorts, it will be between Elan's versus Legends. The second match of Day 4 at WAYANAD Cricket Stadium, MPL Season 8, being brought to you by MS, Natural Ayurvedic and our digital partners, CAPS. Legends who won the toss and elected to field first. First delivery coming up. Rishi on strike. Nishad are the non-strikers. First delivery tucked it away for a dot delivery. Altaf the man bowling for Legends. Starts over the wicket and gets a dot ball. The first delivery. The man on strike, Rishi. Oh, that's a good shot! Up in the air and should be running away to the fence. And what clean picking from Rishi. Starts off with a boundary in terms of scoring. And the first runs on the board through a boundary at square leg. That's using the power play to its full effect. Great batting from Rishi. Picked the short ball pretty well and put it away in style. Elan's Rondak Royals off the mark. Good shot again towards covers. Good fielding as well. Only be a single. That man, Rishi, has flown in from Qatar just for this match. That's the kind of passion that he displays. He's flown in from Qatar to play these couple of days of cricket and go back to Qatar to his workplace. On strike is Nishad. For the first time, going still over the wicket to the left-hander is Altaf. Good shot. And well tried by the man at fine leg, but beats him in a flash. That goes away for 4 runs. 2 boundaries in the over. This one was wavered as well. Right onto the pads. And easily tucked away by the batsman. All he had to do was put bat on ball. And it races away to the boundary. Still sticking to the same line and he got in. Looks like he's been taken around the legs. Well, what a story this is turning out to be. That was the easiest delivery of the over. And he decides to be taken for a walk. The batsman. He has been cleaned up around the legs. Nishad not having a great outing in the middle. What a waste of a wicket for himself. He should be kicking himself in the guts for allowing that delivery to get past him. Unfortunately, that's the fall of the first wicket for Elan's. And Legends making the ball talk. The man responsible for that is Altaf. We've got a new batsman in the middle. And that's thanks to Altaf's wicket. Shabir, the new man, walking in. And he's replacing Nishad. 5 deliveries gone. 9 for 1. Complete the last delivery of the over. Shabir on strike. It's tucked away towards the fine leg again. There's no man to stop it. That will go to the fence. And that is another boundary. Expensive over this. Although they got a wicket, it has been expensive. 3 boundaries of the over after the end of the first over. The scorecard reads "13 for 1" after the end of the first over. And that's the spectators, not just from the cricketing field, but also from our top tier. We've also got our female audience who are in attendance. Not just the players with different teams, but we've also got their families along with them attending this. And that's the support that they're rendering to their teams, and that's how close this tournament is there to their heart. MPL Season 8 being brought to you by MS Natural Ayurvedic, happening at WAYANAD Cricket Stadium. Starts off with a wide, the very first delivery. A swing and a miss again. This time, it's a good delivery, says the umpire. First one was a mide. The second one, a dot delivery. Muhammad, the bowler. Another dot delivery, not given wide by the umpire again. The batsman checking for the same. 2 dot deliveries. The first over cost them 13 runs. The second started off with a wide and 2 deliveries gone. Mohammad starting off well, besides that extra. Rishi on strike. Tucks it for a dot ball, so it's Mohammad Nabi with 3 dot balls. 3 consecutive dot balls in a power play over. That's mind-boggling. Generally not the case. That's how accurate he's been with his line and length. Mohammad Nabi. Tried to slap it away towards covers, not getting the desired connection. Only a single to get off strike. This has been a beautiful over from Nabi. 4 deliveries gone, has given away just 2 runs in a power play over. And in comes Shabir. On strike. Again, not being able to connect as much as he would have liked. It's only a dot ball. There's 1 more delivery of the over remaining. And giving away just 2 runs. The first one was a expensive over, 13 runs from that, and this one turned out to be the extreme opposite. Up in the air, will that be caught? Man under it, and he's dropped it. Chance gone, begging. Should have been taken, but he missed out. That's the end of the over. He should have finished on a high here, Mohammad Nabi with a wicket. Unfortunately, he's not been able to. After the end of the over, scorecard reads 16 for 1. So Shabir retains strike after that catch being dropped. And back is Altaf back into the attack to bowl the second over. Oh, that's a swing and a miss. Excellent delivery that. That is a Jaffa. That is a Jaffa from Altaf. No way a good batsman can get his bat onto that. Slightly came in and left him ever so slightly. Good shot. Excellent timing on that one. But a man placed just for that shot cuts it for just 1 run. Beautiful timing on that one. That looks so much more sensible and also looked so elegant from Shabir. Oh, that's well tucked away towards square. Only a single though. He was trying to punch it a little more harder and more finer. But he was not able to get any connection towards that side. He ended up half batted that. Good shot towards the long off. In fact, mid off station. So it's only a single to get off strike. And 2 more deliveries to go off the over. Scorecard reads 19 for 1. This is an excellent spell from Legends. The power play. That is a beautiful shot again. Second time in this innings. He's put it away, but this one goes the distance. What a shot that. Like they say, it is a Kodak shot. Cracking shot from Rishi to take it down to the fence. And goes the distance, this one. Definitely sat up, but he still had to put it away. Give it a whack. And it goes for 6 runs. Shimmy down the ground. Good shot, but straight to the man at mid-off. Gets off strike. And hands it back to Shabir. A 10-run over this. Second time around, he's been expensive. 9 the first one. Second one is 10 runs. 19 of the 2 that Altaf's bowled. The overall score reads 26 for 1 after 3 overs. Going almost about 9 runs per over. 3 overs, 26 for 1. You've got a new bowler into the attack. Nabi. Well, that's a swing and a miss. Good delivery that. Beating the batsman to the 5th stump line. That is an excellent line to bowl, especially when the ball is talking. Rishi was trying to feel the delivery and drive it upward at covers. Misses out completely. Again, tries to force things out. Rishi wasn't there for the taking. Should have gone towards the point region rather, trying to cut it away or slash it away. Ends up going for a flashy drive and misses out. Again, this time it is past the line, says the umpire. Thrice in a row, he was trying to throw his hands at it. Rishi does not have to throw the hands at everything. He can probably cut that through the point region. Not trying to force things towards cover because that might take an edge. And there's a man just for that. at third man. And it's another wide, 2 and 2. Two good deliveries, two wides from the same length, with different lines. Well, if they go at this rate, power play will not yield them great results. That's a swing and a miss again. Should have gone big for sure. He hasn't connected that and goes off for a single. And given a bye by the umpire. The keeper doesn't collect that cleanly. It looks like he's hurt himself in the process. Mohammad Nabi with that pace injures the keeper. The keeper's on the ground and I hope that's nothing concerning. Please call in for some water and first aid if required. Please call in for first aid. Well, we've got a new year and a new start to our own lives. And this new year brings in more hope, more faith. And we would also want to bring in more and more cricket to you. And MPL Season 8 is in its Season 8 and Day 4 at WAYANAD Cricket Stadium. And is being brought to you by MS Natural Ayurvedic. Not only has this brought great cricket players and budding youngsters as well as seasoned cricketers along to this beautiful stadium that you're seeing, it has also brought in the family, considering it's a holiday. They're having their own gala on the top tier. The female audience doing their bit for us. Thanks for supporting your colleagues, your family, your friends, whomsoever it may be. Thank you so much for coming down here and giving us this pleasure of hosting you guys here. Thank you so much. Well, there are cheerleaders, there are hosts, there are everything for the families here. Thank you so much for coming down here on a day off. Up in the air, sliced it up, should be just one run. The fielder was interested there for a moment, but falls short, so it's only one run taken. Not only do we have youngsters, but we also have seasoned cricketers. Everyone's throwing their best to do the best of jobs. Well, that's a good shot. But straight to the man and he's dropped a dolly. My. He has dropped a dolly that was coming straight to him. And he just had to pouch that. And that's the only thing he doesn't do, the fielder. Well, Rishi must have had his heart in his mouth for a moment. End of the over from Nabi with the dot ball after the end of 4 overs, 31 for 1. 4 overs gone, 31 for 1. And on a New Year's Day, we've got everyone doing their best, doing their bit for this tournament. MPL Season 8 being brought to you by MS Natural Ayurvedic. 4 overs gone, 31 for 1, and we've got a new bowler, Fahad. Right arm over, medium pace, starts off with a loose none and put away by Rishi. He favors that field and he peppers it in the gap. He gets that 4 runs. Much needed boundary. They were going at a low scoring rate considering that the power play is gone, but he found the gap in the field and he gets those 4 runs that's required. Very critical. The first delivery and he's been put away for 4 runs. That's a good shot again, but this time straight to the man and it goes past him. Well, second time in a row he has been misjudged from the bat. The first time it was at mid-off and the second time it's at short fine leg. He should have been taken. 2 times is living his luck. Will he ride his luck to get to a 50? Will he be the pivotal change in the match? Tucks it away with only be a single. No, they decide to go against it. It's a dot ball in the end. Would have gone for a single considering that the fielder was on his legs rather than holding it out directly. Nevertheless, that is a dot ball for Fahad and he'll be a happy man. That's a good shot again towards mid-off. He's trying to feel for that delivery, trying to drive it upishly. I think the second time he's done that and he should have been caught the first time around. Second time not really getting much bat on the ball. So a lucky reprieve for him. Shabir on strike, trying to reach for that delivery. It was a wide delivery. Trying to reach for it and try to smack that away towards point region or cover point at least. Doesn't manage to get any connection. Catches thin air. Oh, tried to just swivel that away. He wanted to flick it towards mid-wicket. Was beaten for pace as well as length. He was anticipating that to bounce a little more, but never did. Just sped past him. Tall man Fahad can extract some bounce, but not trying to go for that. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. This was fast and straight to the legs. Had this been Rishi, he would have put it away towards fine leg. That's a cue that Shabir can take away. And this season of MPL Edition 8 is being brought to you by MS Natural Ayurvedic. Supporting title sponsor is Allied Group. Co-sponsors Cash Plus, Cap Index, Crave Art, Shobha Resto Plus, Niranai, Astomims, Parisins, Sangeet Ice Cream. Holding sponsors Elans, Legova Le Abad, Disco Agencies, Hayat, Wayanadan, Jiragashala, Indo Electricals, Carve, Blade, Calbro, KMH Agencies, and digital partner Caps. The start of the 5th over, it was 42 over 1, and now with that wide it goes to 43. 43 for 1. With a legal delivery yet to be bowled of the 6th over. And Legends are doing it well. They've kept it very tight for Elans. A good shot, but this time there is a field set up just for that. Coming back for a second, yes. Good running from Shabir, forcing things. That's the intent required from the field. Definitely they should be stopping those extra runs from coming through. Rahmat has bowled 1 delivery, given away 3 runs. Swing and a miss. That's a good delivery from Ramat. Shabir was trying to go down the ground, and that's the right vision because we've got both long on and long off at mid off and mid on. So definitely there for the taking, and that's what Ramat's inviting the batsman for. But with that length, it is difficult to put it down the ground unless you shimmy down the ground a step or two. Good line and length being displayed by Ramat. He should have advanced down the ground, probably for one hit. Maybe that's what the keeper is suggesting, to change the field, and that's the right way to go. Well, that's a good shot. A straightish cover stops it for a single. Good field placement by Ramat, but that could have been put away over long off or the mid off for right now, rather than covers. Let's see what Rishi does. He favors that shot. Just like that, shimmy down the ground and drive it straight down the ground past the bowler. That's the best option provided. And anything fuller on the leg side can be tucked away. On the offside can be slashed away, but anything straight and full can be put past back the bowler, and there's the change that was required. And a good change, to be honest. Ramat to bowl around the wicket, rather over the wicket, up in the air, forces a big shot, but running away to the fence. Good stop from the deep. It's just 2 runs. That immediate change forces a different shot. After the end of the over, the completion of 6, 48 for 1. Going at about 8 runs per over. 6 overs gone, 48 for 1. And they will be looking upwards and onwards from here to get to about 160, 170. Well, 9 overs to go. 10 runs from here on should get them somewhere around 150. That's a swing and a miss. That should have been put away towards mid-wicket, not straight down the ground. He was aiming to go too straight over the mid-on fielder. But the right direction should have been towards mid-wicket. Unfortunately, doesn't connect. That's much better towards square leg this time. Coming back for the second. Yes, good running between the wickets, but a better throw. Should have sealed it for Legends. A not on target. Was a good throw from the deep, but not on target. Hence, they got 2 runs. But good running between the wickets, sneaking away extra runs. Every run counts, and every run matters at the end of the day. Shabir on strike again against Fahad. That's a much better shot! And fall short of the fielder. He connected that very well, but not in the middle, of course. But nevertheless, it is still a single to get off mark, but did look like a good shot. He's getting into the groove. Shabir timing it much better than before. That's a good shot. 2 covers. A one-handed pickup. Yet a single taken, and Rishi hands over strike to Shabir. Going at a good pace, about 8 runs per over. And Fahad not giving away any freebies. This is turning out to be a good over. Kept it tied. Back past the bowler. And only a single taken. Keeping it tight, Fahad, not allowing any extras. And that's what's needed from him. Legends will be looking forward for him to get that big wicket of either of these 2 folks. Is there a big hit coming your way? Yes, we have excellent change in pace. Fabulous change in pace that, and beats the batsman. That is the end of the 7th. After 7 overs, 53 for 1. A 7-run over that from Fahad. Beautiful weather to play cricket around here. WAYANAD Cricket Stadium, MPL Season 8, being brought to you by MS Natural Ayurvedic. And nothing more scintillating than a beautiful backdrop. Nothing can beat Dharamshala, but nevertheless, this is still much better than the other grounds that you would see. This morning we had a lot of fog, and that picturesque ground that comes your way is what every cricketer will be yearning for. And that was brought to you by WAYANAD Cricket Stadium at Krishnagiri. And that was a scene to watch this morning. And the same stadium is dishing out a great weather in the afternoon. Very cool weather and apt weather for seniors and juniors clubbing together to play a great tournament in the form of MPL Season 8. And the second match of Day 4 happening at WAYANAD Cricket Stadium is between Elands and Legends. Sole Power from Legends and Elands Rondak Royals. And it is evenly poised at this point in time, going about 8 runs. Or tried to flick it away towards square leg, not getting any connection on that, Shabir. Probably a straightish delivery could work, not someone who's trying to bowl on the legs that Shabir favors. Shabir more likes it on the third and the fourth stump line, whereas the bowler is trying to target exactly that Rahmat. There we go. That should have been driven down the ground. All of a sudden, Shabir seems to be struggling in the middle for timing. Building pressure very well is Rahmat here. And the consequences of building pressure is one big shot coming from either of these batsmen. And that's what it forces the batsman to do when there is no runs ticking on the board. Not sensible enough. You try to enhance the scoreboard and try a big shot out of the ordinary, which usually turns out into wicket. And that's what Rahmat is building towards. Those dot deliveries which could turn out to be a wicket. Good shot, straight to the man. At fine leg, covers it up easily. Just a single taken. And he gets off mark Rishi. Of this over. Shabir back on strike. Rahmat to Shabir over the wicket. That is the big shot we were talking about. He nails it. And that goes for 4 runs. That is the release shot he was looking for. That release shot coming down in the form of a boundary at mid-wicket. He was eyeing that fence for a while but was able to connect for some time. But this time he nails it. The last few deliveries he was not able to get good timing on that. No chances this time around. Swing and a miss. Wild swing that. Rahmat was expecting that to go down the ground to either long on or long off. Shabir misses that out and it ends up as a dot delivery. After the end of the over, scorecard reads 59 for 1. It's just a 6-run over that. Fabulous stuff from Legends. Not giving away too many runs, keeping it down to 6 and 8 most of the time. And that's what's keeping them in the game. No freebies whatsoever. That's the mark of a good bowler. New bowler into the attack. There's a spinner being introduced. Hamir, the new bowler. Hamir brings in the deep point. Well, that doesn't seem to be a good ploy, to be honest. Especially when you're bowling off spin, when you tend to give some room, it can be slashed away towards point. Unless it decides to bowl a leg spinner or a straight one, it's always a chance of giving that extra run away at the point region. So now the cover fielder is being brought to sweeper cover. And sweeper cover should be able to cut it off. So that's a good change at the end. That's put away to fine leg again. Rishi definitely favors that side. The slower one to start off with by Tahmir. Slower and towards the leg side. And taken for a single. But from here on, they need to score another 100 runs to put up a really good target. And that needs to happen in under 7 to 8 overs, which is not an easy task, but anything lesser than that seems to be chaseable on this stuff. Oh, he yucked himself. He was trying to go down the ground for that big hit, but he bowls a faster one, and that is a good delivery. He yucked himself by coming down the ground, but an excellent ball to stop him from scoring. Amir again. This time he bowls a slow one. That is what he was expecting Shabir the last time around. But came faster to him. This time he was not up to the task. The slower one. And he was beaten. Beaten at will by Amir. And that's another wicket gone. Another batsman walking past. After being stumped by the keeper. So good collection by the keeper to stump him out. That's fab stuff. That's the end of Shabir. And in comes the new batsman. Legends will be happy about that. They were keeping it quite tight. And the result was that extra effort from Shabir to go for that big shot. That's what we've been saying time and again. The moment you stop blocking runs, those extra singles being given away, the batsmen are forced to go for a big shot. And that's how they've perished. Good ploy by Tahmir. Labish is the new batsman walking in to replace Shabir. Labish on strike. Amir to bowl over the wickets. Starts off with a decent pace delivery. Wasn't too fast, neither slow as well. Bowled a medium pace and gets a single to get off strike Lavish. And in comes Rishi. He's been there from the start. He's the man they'll be looking forward to score big runs. That's up in the air and taken. That is big fish. That is the opener back in the heart. That's 2 in the over for Tahmir. Double strike in this over. That is a game changer. If you ask me, this man was looking set. He was trying to go for those big shots. At least if not, take one end through the end. But he has been sent back packing by Tahmir. Trying to advance down the ground. Put it towards covers. Only managed to get an edge due to that extra bounce on the wicket. And he is a goner. You've got a new batsman walking in. It's Maroof. "61 for 3. The scoreboard reads 61 for 3 after Rishi walks back. Amir to finish this over. Good delivery that from Tamir. Just bowls from 2 yards out, but bowls really good pace, this man. And after the end of that over, scorecard reads 61 for 3 after 9. Elance versus Legends in progress. Match number 2 of day 4 in MPL season 8. We've got Labish and Maroof in the middle. We've got a new bowler introduced into the attack. Another spinner coming into the fore. Anas, the new bowler, chosen to bowl out. A slow one up in the air, took an eternity to come to the batsman, and it ended up being a wide. And looks like Anas is trying to bowl a loopy delivery. That flight can definitely come into effect when the batsmen are trying to go big, but will Labish fall for it? Yes, he does! But will it be taken? No, it isn't! That is a tracer bullet! Straight as an arrow! Out of the park! What a shot that! Great hit from the batsman. Labish taking on Anas and wins the battle. A single taken, so hands off strike to Maroof for the first time against Anas. Well, that's well played. Gets off strike. Had to hurry there, Maroof, considering there was mid-off. Or rather, it's more of cover. Yeah, he stationed himself at cover rather than mid-off, so it is just 1 run, and he had to hurry through scamper there for a single. Oh, that's a good shot. That is a beautiful shot attempted by Labish. He's not able to come back for a second, but that was definitely great vision and almost excellent execution. Was not able to sweetly time it, but still does get 1 run for it. This should be put away for another single. Ideally should have gone towards fine leg rather than square leg, but it's only 1 run. Lucky enough for Anas that the ball doesn't disappear to the fence. On another day, that would have been swept away to fine leg. Looped up in the air, falls in no man's land for sure. It was right in between the bowler and long on fielder. Both were converging, but doesn't get there. Either of these fielders. So that's the end of the over from Anas. 73. The scorecard reads for the loss of 3 wickets. Ten overs gone, 73 for 3, going at about 7.3 strike rate. Rather 7.3 run rate for Elans, but not good enough unless they really boast of some good bowlers in their ranks. Anything less than 8 runs, not an easy task to defend. The ball races away on this outfield. The outfield is lush green. This is a tournament that's happening on a pitch where Ranji Trophy matches are also held. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Again, Amir bowling his heart out. The previous one was a good one too. That's much better shot from Lavish. They come back for the second. They should be able to come back. No, says Lavish, and sends Maruf back. Good return from the deep. Really good return. Looks like that call in the end was a good one from Lavish. Had he gone for it, that throw could have definitely had a wicket. Swing and a miss. So trying to sweep it away, misses out. Well, look out for that faster one. This time it was slow. But look out for that faster one. Can be taken down the ground. But will he bowl it? Yes, he does. That's the ball we were talking about. Well placed. But man stationed just for that. Good fielding in the deep. Excellent stuff from the man in the deep. So it's 2 runs. Well, it's all about reading the game, the bowler, the batsman. That's what cricket's all about. Awareness is that you know that once he's bowled that slower delivery, he's coming back for that faster one sooner than later. So you need to watch out for that. And now you can definitely watch out for the straight one that comes through the arm from him. Not at a real good pace, but a decent pace. That's where the batsmen get beaten. You look for that, or the slower one flooded up in the air. That's what he's been bowling well thus far. Amir can definitely bowl that faster one too, but not this time around. Like I said, the flyer one and beaten. Everyone beaten there. A chase for 2 runs, an easy 2 for the batsman. That's not great keeping. Should have been stopped by the keeper. Owns up to that mistake. I hope the bowler has pardoned him off. Slow one down the shot. Great shot. That should be 4 runs. That is as fast as it can get. Clean hitting down the ground. No fuss about it. Just goes on with his job here. Maruf. What a shot. After the end of the over. Scorecard. Scorecard reads 82. 82 for the loss of 3. A 9-run over that, the previous one. $82 for 3 after 11. Four more overs to go, and Anas is picking up the ball. The ball is second over. Anas with the ball over the wicket to Labish. Who bowls a leg spinner. The luck cutter just goes away for a single, tucking it off. Tries to bowl the leg spinner there, Anas. And takes the edge from Labish, to be honest. Well, this time he's connected well and over the man at covers. Good shot from Maruf. Maruf is the man who's making the move. He's trying to go big. He's trying to up the ante. Will he be able to do that? Will he succeed in doing that? Elans versus Legends. Elans Rundak Royals versus Soul Parfum Legends. Swing and a miss. Good vision again from Maruf. He wanted to put it over mid-wicket or the square leg region, wherever he gets that. It's just that he was not able to connect it. Oh, he's yacked himself again. He's yacked himself over a slower delivery. My, what a turnaround that is. Well, he didn't judge the ball really well. He was expecting to get to the pitch of the ball, but overran it a bit. That's a good shot. That's much better shot towards mid-wicket. Should only be a single taken. But will he come back? Strong Labish. He's been kept quiet for some time and he's been trying to go too hard at the ball. Slow one and he's missed it away. That is a crime. That is a crime to miss away such an easy delivery. At least a single should have been taken off that. After the end of the 12th. 88. 6-run over. Fabulous over that from Anas. 6-run over that, the previous one. And he's bowled out his 2 overs. It will be Maruf on strike with Labish the non-strikers. In time for a small drinks break called by the umpires. Three more overs to go. At about 88. They need to get another 40 runs from here on to set a decent target of 120, 130. Anything less than that could spell doom ideally. Because we're able to chase anywhere between 7 to 8 runs in an over pretty easily here. Samarif coming back. Third over. Maruf on strike. 3 more overs to go for this 15-over encounter to finish his first innings. Maruf on strike. Coming over the wicket is Samarif. A good shot down the ground. Should only be a single. Tucked it away very well there. But singles are not going to cut out the task for them. They need to go big. They need to get at least 40 runs in the next 3 overs. Try to go too hard at it. Not able to. Maruf will strike. Oh, that's miscued. And goes towards covers. Beautiful fielding in the deep. Good fancy footwork. Looks like they have touched the boundary. That's the call that's being taken. There's a claim that the boundary line was touched. Can you please verify that once? That's the faster one that they were looking for. He was almost stumped. Well, the keeper doesn't collect it cleanly. It's a difficult one to pouch. Had he collected that, that could have been a stumping chance. Nevertheless, it is a missed opportunity. You can call it half chance, yet a chance. They're going well thus far, Legends. They'll be a happy lot, trying to contain them for less than 8 runs per over. They should be really content with that. But on the other hand, Alliance will be trying to go big. Marouf's the man that they're looking for. He's been striking well. He does go for it again. Falls short of the man at covers. Gets off strike. He's been supported amply by Lavish, but not able to get those big hits off. They need to get those big hits off, otherwise it will be difficult for them as well. Was down the ground, good shot, good power behind it, and that's what was missing for some time from Lavish. An excellent throw from the deep. Man striking the stumps when not needed, but still hopeful that it is done when it is needed to. Out of the end of this over, scorecard moves on to 94. Another 6-run over that, not yielding them great results the last 3 overs. 94 for 3, 13 overs gone, just 2 more to go. Well, they have a lot of wickets in hand, so they should be trying to go big. There's no point of pushing them for ones and twos. With so many wickets in hand, try to push the run rate by scoring some big hits. That's a good shot. Will that run away to the fence? No, the man at deep cuts it off for just 2 runs. Good fancy footwork. Looks like the whole state is in awe with Messi's arrival. Well, they've brought in Messi's effect into this as well, and everyone started to field with their legs too. Just Messi stepping into Kerala has brought in different effects on people. Oh, was trying to go hard at it, Lavish. That's the mistake he's trying to do. Trying to go too hard at the ball, rather just time it well. And time for a toss between the next 2 teams. That's a good shot, very good shot from Lavish. That's what we were looking for, more so finesse rather than power. And that's a good shot. And time for toss for the next match. Sundar CC versus Vijaya. Captains of both the teams requested to come down near the toss section or near the pavilions. Captains of both the teams, please. Again, trying to swing harder than is given. This time is caught in front. Anas has his man. And the man walking back is Lavish. He's made his part. He's played well. And he's got a wicket to himself. Well played from his end, Lavish. But Marouf is stuck. Not being able to score big. Some support from him, or if anyone else can up the ante, will be a great doing for Alliance. Alliance Rondak Royals struggling in the middle with not many runs behind them. On the other hand, Legends are doing it like the Legends, keeping them at a very paltry score at about 8 runs per over. Definitely a chaseable target if it continues to do that. With the fall of Lavish's wicket, it will be 9. It will be another wicket, that is 4 wickets on the top. 100 for 4. Oh, that was a great delivery, but not given by the umpire. Of course, it's pitching outside legs, so never given at any circumstances. Up in the air, that was miscued for sure. Man under cover interested. And he's got him, and Anas is elated. He's elated as much as he's won the World Cup for his team. Well, that's the young man doing his bit for legends. That's why you call them the legends. Never count them out until they're out. Great stuff. Anas gets another man, another wicket going down, and half the side depleted for Alliance. Royals giving their best but are being given a royal treatment by legends. The only thing that can save them from this disaster is good bowling.
അടുത്ത കളിയിലേക്കുള്ള രണ്ട് ടീമുകളും ഉടൻ തന്നെ മൈക്ക് പോയിന്റുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെടേണ്ടതാണ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് മാച്ച് ബിറ്റ്വീൻ വിജയ CC ആൻഡ് സൺഡേ CC. Both the team captains, please come for the toss after this innings.
Coming back for the third over is Fahad. He's given away 16 runs, yet to pick up a wicket, and this could be the opportunity for him. With half side depleted and also Elan's trying to go big, this could be a chance. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery from him. That was a slower one and was turning away from the batsman. He's picked up his first wicket, like I said. That's the commentator's curse at his best, unfortunately. And he is walking back. Maruf, beautiful delivery that from Fahad. Beating him in pace as well as line. As Maruf walking back after a hard fought small battle within himself and the teams. He's kept up one end for the team. Unfortunately, he had to walk back. Now in comes another new batsman. Legends are doing their best. And they're picking up wickets in a flurry. New batsman walking in. Can we please speeden this up? Thank you so much. Great knock by Maruf coming to an end. The only two players who were trying to see through all of the innings was Maruf as well as Labish, but with both of them back in the hut, no one surviving in the middle order. The only man at the top order who could do that was Rishi, and he's been sent back as well. So now we will have to see if the lower order can contribute the last over that's there. 14.1 down. Another 5 more deliveries to complete the first innings. Fahad picks up his first wicket in the very first delivery of the third over. 100 for 6. With 5 more deliveries to go and Najum on strike. Yet to take a delivery to his account. Najum on strike. That's a good shot down the ground. It will only be a single. Singles will not make a great deal of difference. Shihab on strike, tries to go huge down the ground and he misses out, and that's not what they should be looking at. Not just go wildly at it. Look at the ball and then smack it back. Just wild swings will not get you anything. At the most, a catch in the deep. That's much better. Watchful eye, but still gets an edge to get off strike. So 4 deliveries gone. 2 more to go. Just 2 run over incredible over this last over of the innings, just costing them 2 runs thus far. That's up in the air and should be 2 easy runs. Yeah, they stick for 2 runs. However, not much damage. And 1 shot for that. My. They get 2 runs, out of which 1 is a shot. Not been able to make his ground. So it is only 1 run. Again, tries to go away, gets an inside edge, and a lucky way to finish the innings and the over. Well, that's some momentum shift at the end. A lucky reprieve, gets an under edge, and he goes for 4 runs. That's a good end to the over and the innings. After the end of 15 overs, scorecard reads 107 for 6. And the target set by Alliance to Legends is 108. 108 in 90 deliveries is what's required. And it's toss time between Sunday CC and Vijaya CC. And until then, I'll catch you up on this other side. Signing off for some time is Sukrut. Thank you.
Is Vijaya CC, the captain here, the international Rab, the captain of Vijaya CC, and the spirit Siraj also here. Who will spin the coin? Okay, Siraj going to spin. Here is MPL and MPL-8. Okay, Siraj spinning the coin and Saurabh's call. And it's CMC CZ won the toss.
Ball first.
Okay, what is going to do? First match you win. And what about your plan for the second match?
സെക്കൻഡ് മാച്ചിൽ ഇതേപോലെ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മാക്സിമം പരമാവധി സ്കോറിൽ
108 is Legends CC versus Elens CC. Elens Rundak Royals versus Soul Power from Legends. Legends are chasing 108. That's down the leg side by the umpire. It's not given. Three dot balls, one after the other, consecutive ones. Good start by Shihab Ali. Riaz on strike. Down the leg side, this one going for a wide and called by the umpire as wide, is it? It is given wide by the umpire. It's first runs on the board. 3 deliveries gone. 1 for no loss. That 1 run coming through an extra down the leg side. Shihab Ali, the man planning to bowl over the wicket again to Riaz. Ona takes an outside edge and running away to the fence. And it is 4 runs. Easy for Legend CC. And there's no chance for the keeper to stop that. Neither does the first slip stop it. So it is 4 runs easy. First runs off the bat. 5 for no loss. 2 more deliveries to go off the over. Well, that's a good shot. Good intent. But a fielder stationed just for that shot. Good field placement from Shihab Ali. On strike for the first time is Russell, not Andre Russell. Russell from Legend CC against Shihab for the first time. Good ball down the leg side. The dot ball. Batsman not using that leg stump delivery to pull it away towards fine leg. No one in the deep. Can be tucked away. After the end of the first over, scorecard reads 6 with no loss. Good start. Excellent 4th stump delivery line from the bowler. Starts off very well, Ramif. It's just chasing a target of 108 is Legend CC. And they can afford to go slow here, Legends. On the other hand, Elens need to get wickets. That's the only way out for them. Unfortunately, it's given a wide by the umpire, this one. They need to rebowl that. But freebies can cost them. They need to be very tight, watertight in fact. That's a swing and a miss. Good delivery. Trying to feel for that. The batsman wanted to go for a drive, was never there for the drive that. The line that teases the batsman for it, and that's exactly what Meef did. That's a good shot, but straight to the man at covers, deep cover. Covering that off for a single. Gets off strike. Riaz. And Russell's just faced one delivery thus far. And he's yet to get off strike. Ramif bowled 3 deliveries and he's given away 2 runs, one in the form of a single and the other as a wide. We've got change in field, long off coming in place of long on. It's given a wide by the umpire again. 2 wides in the over. Trying to overcompensate for that previous delivery that he bowled. He wanted to go towards the offside. But he went They're coming for a single. 4.1. They just get off strike was 36 for 1. Tucks it away for another single. Fahad gets off strike. And in comes, apologies on that. Looks like you've got Russell off strike. Fahad comes to strike. Fahad to face. Shot one up in the air. Will it go for the fence? And yes, it does. Classic shot that. Sat up very well. A shot delivery and all the might behind it for a huge 6. Over square leg. What a shot that from Fahad. Well, they're dealing in boundaries, these two folks. Russell on the other end is dealing in boundaries like Andre Russell. His name may not be Andre Russell, but he's definitely striking like one. Well bowled, tucked it away for a single down the ground. Good shot from Fahad. They are walking the single, not even jogging for it. That's how confident they are with their abilities. Russell on strike and put it away towards point, over the point man. And it is another 4. He is non-stoppable. He is only dealing with boundaries. He does not want to get any singles. He's tired over the fielder and he's given a no ball too. Well, this is turning out to be an expensive one. This will be followed by a free hit. We will have Labish bowling to Russell again as a free hit. Oh, that's a good shot. Good connection. And it goes all the way. What a hit that. Mighty 6 over mid-wicket. That is some power hitting from Russell. What a shot that over mid-wicket. Classy batting. Brute force coming into effect. And the team is loving it. What a shot again. Fantastic hitting that from Russell. Brute force and only going over the ropes. Well, what will Labish do next? Well, it's a faster one. Try to go hard at it again. Not getting the connection, gets off strike, and he's disappointed by that, the batsman. And that's what he's all about. Getting 2-3 boundaries in an over is not good enough for him. He needs to go at every single delivery. And that's what he's trying to do. It's complete domination over the fielding unit. After the end of this over, scorecard reads 56. 56 out of the end of 5. After the end of 5. They're going at about 11 runs per over, 11.2 to be precise. And they're only chasing the target of 108. 108 in 90 deliveries. With 5 overs gone, they're at 56. Another 52 required in 10 overs. 60 deliveries, 52 under run a ball. This should be more than a cakewalk for them. But will Russell finish this off in a hurry and go back home to have a biryani on this New Year's Day? Is that what he's targeting to do? Russell on strike again. New bowler into the attack. First ball cut away towards point region, only ending up at third man. He wanted to put it away towards point, not happening. Gets off strike, Russell. Fahad on strike. Second delivery, shot one, but this time he misses. That was almost a wicket. He was flummoxed by that. He was definitely flummoxed by that. He was trying to go huge towards the square leg region. He wanted to slog it away from his presence, not being able to strike big. That's down the ground. That's a great shot down the ground. Should be 2 runs easy. They only jog for a single. Good stop in the deep from Rishi. That was a beautiful shot. Elegance at its best. Just puts it over the man from the bowling department. Right over his head. That's a good shot. Try to go down the ground. Unfortunately, doesn't get enough connection. Gets an inside edge for a single and gets off strike. Is Russell. Back in is Fahad. He's waiting for that shot delivery to come through. Fahad to put it away. Oh, that's well driven. Well driven towards cover. That's great classical drive. Well, he has flashes of both. He can strike it big. He can slog it very well. Fahad, on the other hand, he's playing that traditional game, the old school type. Whereas Russell has just one mode on, the beast mode. He's just trying to smack everything out of the park. After the end of the over. No, is it? Sorry. After the end of 6, 61 for 1. Got some technical glitches out here. $61 for 1 after the end of 6. Another 46 required to tie the game and 47 to win it. And 9 more overs to go. That's 54 deliveries, 47 to win it. Oh, that's a swing and a miss and an opportunity gone begging. That was a huge opportunity. The keeper, Maruf, misses it out. Especially Russell's wicket is a big fish. That's a swing and a miss again. Good bowling from SRK, as they call him. On the ground he comes, and a single for sure. And a misfield will allow a second, but they do not go for it. Just gets off strike Russell and hands it over to Fahad. Bowled a decent over thus far as SRK. He's beaten him twice and given a single. 3 more deliveries to go. What will he do off that? Driven down the ground. Should have been a dot ball. Sloppy fielding from himself, SRK. Looks like he's injured himself. Not as much as we thought, but definitely has taken a hit on his fingers. Up he goes! That is colossal! What a shot! Stupendous hit that! Just came down the ground. That shimmy took it a long, long way. What connection! Extremely well hit. And it stayed hit. That. What a shot from Russell. I'm check. Another beautiful shot over covers. Step down and put it away in Ajinkya Rahane style for a 6. That is pure power. It's nothing but brute force behind it. He bludgeoned it away from his presence. More than timing. That is an excellent shot to finish the over for Legends. And after the end of the over, scorecard reads 75 for 1 after the end of 7. Another 33 required. 8 overs, 33. 47 ball, 33 the equation. Tossed up in the air, good shot towards cover. So that be only single. Yes, it is. They're happy getting off strike and they're dealing with boundaries. It would be better if they're able to run 2 for everything. The sooner the better. To increase the run rate for themselves as well. Just trying to go down the ground, misses out completely due to the line. Oh, that's well bowled, but never a wicket. Was coming outside leg, so not given by the umpire. That kept low, but well played at the end. Well played in the end by Russell. He's judged it to perfection. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery and he's cleaned him up. Has he? Is that bold or is that stumping? To be confirmed by the umpire. Regardless, they've got a wicket, and that's a good wicket to end for them. Fahad, the man walking back, tries to shimmy down the ground and hit it over the park, but unable to do that. He's cleaned him up directly. That is bold off the last delivery. And the man walking back is Fahad. And a new batsman walking in to replace Fahad. And on the non-strikers end, he will have Russell, who is in great nick. He's playing well. He's been able to hit big shots, get those big hits out of the park. Well, couple of shots are still mind-boggling. The one towards mid-wicket, where he smacked it out of the park, flat 6, and the one over covers, that was even better. Well, just a couple of steps down the ground walking, and then he hit it away in style. Classic hit that from the batsman, Russell. May not be Andre Russell like I said, but definitely strikes like one. Russell on strike considering the over has ended. Will be a new bowler. Maruf, the new bowler, needs to bowl to Russell. getting his keeper pads off and about to bowl. Low full toss, driven away for a single, and that brings up the 50. The first 50 of the day from Russell. MPL Season 8, Day 4 brings in the first 50. Russell raises his bat up. He's got 50 runs for his team, chasing a target of 108. He's got half the score almost. That's needed. That's a good shot, but straight to the man at point. No run. Good fielding. While putting his body behind the line. Not a great idea when it's odd bounce. But he still does that for his team. Saves 1 run. He tries to cut it away, the batsman again. He was to dive first. Realized that he's not able to do that and then tried to slice it away. Not successful at that too. Another delivery that's past the batsman. He expected that to be a wide, but it kept low. The batsman urging the umpire to give it wide. Another one, 4 in a row. 4 in a row for him. He's beaten 4 times in a row without touching the ball. That's really, really strange in a T20, let alone a T15. Even there, a dot delivery usually doesn't happen in 3 or 4 consecutive deliveries. At least get off strike, hand it over to the other batsman. That's a good shot towards mid-wicket. No chance of stopping that. Right in between those 2 fielders. Good placement to get 4 runs. And it is trickling down. The required rate is trickling down notches. Very, very quickly depleting the run rate. After the end of the over, scorecard, it's 82 for 2. 9 overs gone, 82 for 2, another 26 required in 6 overs. (26 runs in 36 deliveries. And Russell on strike. Full toss and put away through square leg. Chance of a single. Coming back for the second. Are they? Chance of a second, sure. And a better throw could have definitely stopped that, but still 2 runs. Weak throw allows them to get those 2 runs, and Russell is back on strike, most importantly. Comes down the ground. That is a remarkable shot. He steps down the ground, gets to the pitch of the ball, and swivels that away to a 6. A great shot that from Russell, and goes all the way for a maximum. Spot has done his job more than what he was required to do, and ends his Russell type innings to go back the pavilion. Well played by Russell. And that's a big fish back in the heart, but a little too late for Elance. A legendary innings considering he's got a 50 for himself and got the team closer. Well applauded by his teammates. Well done 50 by Russell. Comes to an end. That's a low full toss, driven away for a single by the batsman to get off strike. A floated one. Well played by the batsman, sent back by the non-striker. Anas is the man who sent him back. Maruf on strike. Over the wicket comes the bowler, cut away. Well, this time he's hit it hard, but will only be one single. Coming back for the second for the throw. Yes, they do. And easily taken. Good running. Recognize that the throw will be weak and utilizes that very well to get another extra. End of the over. Scorecard reads 93 for 2. Apologies on that. It's 93 for 3. Corrections made. Chasing another 16, or rather 15 required is Legends. They need to score 15 to get to victory. And five overs left. Well played, well played. Chance of a run out of the non-strikers. Now they get off strike. Well done by Anas. Maruf on strike. SRK bowling to Maruf. Swept away, down the leg side it goes, says the umpire. It's given pads. So it is leg byes and a run. Anas is back on strike. All he has to do is just rotate strike just like that. They don't have to do anything fancy out here. That's more or less going down to the wire. Does not have to come down to the last over. Every single delivery passing from here on, they can get a single and a double to get closer to the victory. And probably one odd boundary can get them even closer within this or the next over. That's much better. That's much better. Well played. And really good effort from SRK. Athletic stuff that from SRK. Was trying to fly over to get stop that single. And eventually succeeded in doing so. Another 12 more required to win this contest for Legends. Soul Power from Legends need another 12 to win, get a victory over silence. Left armer comes into the attack down the leg side. The appeal turned down by the umpire. Takes it off his leg. The batsman. It's a good delivery. The result a dot ball. Coming over the wicket is the left armer. Coming diagonal to be precise. And a wide +1. 2 extras being given away. When they do not have too many runs on hand to play with, all of these extras are an issue. However, he picks him. He's cleaned him up. That's a wicket. Well, that's a dot delivery to begin with. The bowler is on a high after picking up that wicket. He's all pumped up. That's driven with force. That is a great shot. Oh, that's a big heave attempted, and again he's got him. Another wicket for the bowler. Well, he is turning the tides. Like I said, too little but too late. Well, he was trying to go over the cover field the last time round. He was just driven it away to the fence, but this time he tries to go aerial route and misses an inside edge and he's cleaned him up. Each runs required in 22 deliveries. The current scorecard reading 100 for 4. The current scorecard, and 8 more required in the next 22 deliveries. Nasser picking up 2 wickets under his name.
അടുത്ത കളിയിലെ രണ്ട് ടീമും റെഡിയാകേണ്ടതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ തന്നെ അരമണിക്കൂറോളം ലേറ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് കളി പോകുന്നത്. അടുത്ത രണ്ട് ടീമും എത്രയോ പെട്ടെന്ന് റെഡിയാവേണ്ടതാണ്. Next match between Vijaya CC and Sunday CC.
Oh, that's a good delivery. Another wicket and he's taken him. He has got another wicket to his name, Nasir. Well, this is turning out to be an anti-climax for Legends. It's coming closer and closer. SRK coming back to bowl another over. Anas on strike. That's cut away and running away to the fence. Will that be 4 runs? A huge chase. Well done by the fielder. Coming back for 2 easy runs there, the batsman. That was a long chase for the fielder. He does a good job. Keeps it down to 2 runs. Not change in field. Deep mid wicket moving to square leg. More so like a very, very square fine leg. That's well defended. 2 more runs required to win this for Legend CC. That's put away. Should be 1 easy run. Will they come back for the second? No, they don't. And scores are level. From here on, Legend CC may not be able to lose it. Last run to win it. And it goes past the mid-wicket fielder for a victory. Sole power from Legends have won this in style. And so close, yet so far is the story for Elance.
Hello. A very good match between Legends versus Royals. Legends won by 5 wickets, I think.